Well, hello, and welcome back. Exciting times. We're pretty much at the finish line with the uh, blog as easy as just project, or at least a good V1. So, with that said, I'm AJ O'Neill. This is Beyond Code Live, and we're now at part 15. We have our template, which, by the way, I will go ahead and put this. I've got this open on Twitch and YouTube. I'll be checking occasionally when I'm looking here. That's because I am checking for comments in the chat, and I'm just going to put here the link to this Bliss blog template. So there you go. That is now in the description on YouTube. And I'll go ahead and put it in the chat as well, actually. So there we go. There we go. So you can now click Use This Template on GitHub, or you can click the Use This Template button right here, and you can create your own blog, and it takes about 30 seconds. And the part that is missing from just what you have here is the front end. And so here, it's a little bit crowded with all the different drafts that I've got going on as I've been playing around with this. But here you have a content form where you can just enter a few things in and then click Create on GitHub. The problem is that it doesn't know which repository and blog system that you want to use. So when you first come to the site, you need to go to GitHub and enter in those details. Well, if you have just used this template, then what it will give you is a README that has a link to Bliss. And the nice thing about this, I'll get to that in a second. And that link will fill in some query parameters. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this for the example. I'll click Use This Template. I'm going to call it blog. I'll go ahead and let that repository create. Now, while that's creating, I'll explain this a little bit. So at first I was thinking, I think it was part 12 or 13, I was thinking, you know what I'll do? Is I'll have Bliss self-hosted on every instance of the blog. I'll just include it in the blog template. But the problem with that is this. I want to be able to type BLI, because if it's going to be as easy as gist or Twitter, if I want to gist, I type GIS and I hit enter. If I want to tweet, then I hit T and I hit enter. So if I want to blog, it should be BL and enter, right? So if I were to have it hosted at as part of the template, then what people type is always going to be different. It doesn't have that stickiness, that kind of brand value of I type 2 or 3 letters and I'm there. Whereas with Bliss, you've got that. So it truly is as easy as gist. Now, what I need right here, I'm actually going to hit refresh here. And okay, good. So now it's been updated. I probably need to update this README just a little bit more. I don't quite like the look of it yet. But create your first post. So I'll go to Bliss and create my first post. And you can see here it puts in query parameters. Owner is CoolAJ6, repository is blog, branch is main, and it is the GitHub template prefill is what it should be. So what I need that to do is to fill out repository is github.com/ the owner / the repository, the branch is the branch, and then because I know that this is the Bliss GitHub template by the GHT, I know that it needs to be Hugo as the theme, and perhaps a couple other details that I know about this. So with that in mind, I'm just going to go ahead, and I think this is going to be fairly quick. We'll see. I mean, I don't think I've ever been right about that before, but maybe this time's the exception. So I'm going to check out main here and just do a pull, make sure I've got the latest. There was a couple of things. Yeah, I did that self-host bit, but I don't think we need that right now. So I think actually if we do check out self-host, this has part of the code that I need. So I will go ahead and check it out. And I'm just going to copy down here at the bottom. We have pretty much everything that we need, except instead of grabbing window.document.location, I'm going to have us grab, and okay, that's the only thing that's different. And then a little bit of white space change. Okay, cool. So no other differences at all whatsoever. Good. Okay. So let me go ahead and check out main then, and I'm going to go into app.js. And there is a little bug fix I'm going to take a side tangent on real quick. This won't take but a second. That right there needs to be deleted, that line. There's just something that I had left over from before. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to paste in this, and I actually don't, there's no benefit to making it async in this particular scenario. So what we're going to do is we're going to check window.document.location.ref. I'm going to do something a little bit fun with this, is we're going to split this on the hash. I guess we could just, we don't even need to do that. We could just do hash location.hash.slice1 to get rid of, because we're, no matter what it has, let me go here. Okay, so let me just make sure document.location.hash. Yeah. And then even if we have no hash whatsoever, like over here, document.location.hash. Oh, okay. So if there is anything at all, oh, that's weird. Just from the perspective that I was pretty sure before when there was nothing, I had seen, maybe it was browser specific or something, but I thought I had seen the hash there. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because what we're going to do is we're just going to slice off the hash, and we're going to call this query. And the reason I'm doing this in part is because there's an element of potentially data privacy. I don't know. It's just these parameters don't actually need to be sent to the server. And since they don't actually, I mean, there is no server. It's just, at this point anyway, it's just hosted. I think there are some ideas I have in the future for potential ways to do, for example, do a sync. So right now, everything is auto-saved in the browser, but we could do a sync between browsers. I think that'd be a cool thing to do. But anyway, if we just do slice here, that looks right. And then we can do new URL, and we can give it https example.com/ plus, just like that. And then we should be able to get, is it query? No? What is it? Query string. Let me see what this is called here. Var URL equals URL dot port search params, I think is what it's called. Search params dot get. Oh, there we are. Okay, excellent. So in this way, we can convert the hash params into search params. So we're going to do that. So that would be the path name. And then I'm going to paste in here and we have that extra trailing slash just in case the hash doesn't contain a slash in the future or somebody implements it wrong. All right. And then I don't think I need to worry about that. Alrighty. So this is going to be init from template. Let's call it that. All right, so if there's no URL dot, I guess there's multiple things we want here. I forget. Let me go check this out real quick. I forget how we turn this into just a normal everyday object var s. What is it? Entries. Stupid iterators. We might have to deal with the iterators. Let's see. I don't know why they got all well, I have an idea as to why they got all complicated. I think it's just hubris. All right, let's see. Dot values. Yeah. Iterators. Let's see. Do we have a for each though? And what does that give us? I think it's key and value. Yeah, iterators are, they have their place. I don't know where it is in JavaScript. All right, so what could we do? Could we potentially call reduce? Do we have a reduce? No. Can we call dot slice dot apply? No. No, we cannot. Okay. So we have a for each, and that's the best that we've got. So we can work with that. All right, query is an object. And then we just do query k equals v. Right? There we go. Except it looks like it went backwards there. Let's try that again. So query val and key. That's kind of strange. Key and val. So now is this right? That's, I guess that makes sense. So val and I. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That does make sense. We're in JavaScript. We're not in Go. Right? That makes sense. L, I. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so a little goofy, but whatever. We can deal. So URL dot search params. I think that's what it was. So that's where this came from. What was it? Search params. Yeah, search params. Okay, cool. So a little goofy, but perfectly doable. All right, so if we need to have, I guess we need to have at least owner and repository to do anything meaningful here. So if we don't have owner or we don't have repository, then we can just return. And if we do have those, then we've got enough to get going. So what we would want to do, well, I guess at this point I just want to say if not query.ght or yeah. Oh, and then that would actually be if not GHT. Let's see. Let's do this. Or true. That's because those are strings. So if it's an empty string, it's true. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. GHT equals true. Because I wanted to make the URL really short. And so I just wanted that to work. Set no number. Okay, I'm going to test this out again over in the browser to make sure that that works the way that I expect. And GHT is true. Cool. So that works good, and I don't think there's any unexpected consequences because it's a string. 0 is considered true, false is considered true for strings and such. Okay, now the next bit, we don't need to worry about the user, all of this logic. Okay, so repo URL. I really do need to rename that throughout here. Repo needs to be renamed to repo URL. We only deal with the Bliss blog template ATM. And actually, you know what? How about this? If query.ght, then if not query.h for the host, query.h equals https, oops, let's say equals github.com. And then it can be assumed to be HTTPS, I think. We'll see if we want to. Yeah, I think that can be assumed. And if not query.b, we can assume, well, we don't have to assume anything. Alrighty. And then if we are missing either of these, there we go. So repo URL is going to be query.h plus slash plus query.o plus query.r. And I'm kind of thinking just to move that down to just Q, just to keep with that. Nah, it's fine. Okay, so then we're going to update the repo URL. And we'll do if query.b, then repo URL plus equals, I'll give it a hash, and query.b. So it should be HTTPS host / owner / repo pound branch. That is the format that we're going for. And I don't think there's any other values. I think if GHT, we might also want to change the blog to be Hugo. Let me think on that for a second. Are we still calling it Eon in the HTML? Eon. Yeah. I want to switch that over to Hugo soon, but for now, it's good. All right, so if query.ght, then we're also going to set blog, which is a select, not an input. We're going to select or set that to Eon. To do should be Hugo. Oh, bless me. And I think that's all of it, right? That's all we need for right now. And this would also allow us to construct the URL to be, we'd know the deploy URL. It's going to be the owner.github.io /repo. So I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. So with that, I think we're doing pretty good. Okay. Okay, that'll work. Cool beans, cool beans. I think this is deployable. Oh, I did want, there's that one change I made at the beginning. I want to have it in a separate commit. So this is just pure bug fix. Bug fix, don't re-add all to local storage. And this is actually a fix-up, but same thing. Don't add all back to local storage. There we go. And then I do want to do my git stash pop. Go ahead and add this. And this would be a feature. Accept query params from Bliss template. All right. So, okay, over here on this side of things, I do kind of want to, let's see, new post. Oh, there's one more thing that I want to do with that actually, which is I want to do a document.location.replace, and I just want to take out the hash. All right, so let's do this here. Let's do window.document.location.replace, and then we want .href.split, and only take the first one. That is essentially what we want to do. And I'm going to just call that a fix-up. Well, first of all, make sure that it works as expected. So we should see this work just fine if I go into, which one actually has all the hoopla? This one has all the hoopla? Okay, that did not work. That did not work the way that I thought it would. That actually caused a refresh. So let's see. Replace browser history. Replace state. remove hash URL JavaScript. History.pushState. Okay. Replace state? Okay, so window.history.replace state. I think that's what we want. Let's see. Replace state. Is anybody else talking about that? Simple and elegant. Document.title. Okay, I think this is the one. So let's take a peek here and see. So that's not what we wanted. Let's actually see if we can go back. No, we cannot. But we can go here, click on this again. And we can get out of here, open this, like so. And then this would have been document.location.ref.split on the hash. And, whoops, and give just the first piece. Not sure if that worked the way that I wanted it to. Let me make sure ref was right. Oh, because the browser's hiding. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that looks right. Let's go ahead and do that then. So history.replace state var hashless let's call that hashless, and then we'll call this hashless. And just in case, I'm going to move this down to be the last thing that happens. All right, so we're going to build up the URL. Okay, cool. I'm going to add that. I'm going to commit that. Actually, we're just going to commit this as a fix-up. And because probably nobody's cloned this while I've been doing this, I'm going to be okay with just doing a little make that go away and force push. Shh, don't tell my friends. All right. And with that, I think another thing to do, there is a problem with new post and with delete and undelete sometimes. I gotta figure out those little bugs. All right, let's see if this works. Not yet. It'll probably take a couple minutes to finish the deploy. And let's just go ahead and take a look at it. Whoops. Take a look. Let's see if we get any console.log or anything like that. All right, cool. That's the new one. And we should be able to double check by seeing down here. Yep. It updated. Now, there is a slight problem in that it updated something at random, more or less. Yeah. Okay. Let me get rid of all these junk ones here. Oh, this one's called Delete Me. I believe it wants to be deleted. This one's called Magnifico. It's useless. I think... yeah. Some of these other things. Register routes. Oh, this was just my notes when I was working on the pull request for this earlier. I was just keeping notes in here because, you know, I can take notes. It's saving on every keystroke. It turns out to be quite useful all on its own. Let's see, Wrangling Hugo. And then most of this information, I think most of that's already been captured. Anyway, so this is now a blog as easy as gist. Oh, we need to get that sorted too. I might go ahead and fix that right now. I think we have a little bit of time. By the way, I am looking right here right now, so I am checking comments right now. Let's see if we can get this to sort by date. And here's the thing. I'm actually going to remove the last mod, and the reason is getinfo handles this. So that's not actually merged in yet, but it'll be merged in probably tomorrow. So we don't need last mod anymore. And what else? But we could go ahead and have the date. We'll have last mod updated on key up. I want to do that. So let's see. Where do we have a new date? Render rows. All right. If not post updated. You know what though? We're just going to do updated all the time. So post updated is always going to be new date. Whatever's happening right now. And we'll go ahead, yeah. Get or create. Actually, I guess it's okay to do that on get or create because we haven't necessarily changed anything yet. So sure. But whenever we call serialize, let's go ahead and update. All right, so we're gonna catch the blog ID, and we're just gonna do, what was it, XTZ, whoops. There we go. We're just gonna do this. Every time. Every time there's a keystroke. And eventually we'll debounce this a little bit. But I think that's going to be just fine. So that way we can sort by updated. I think this is good. So when we do the render rows, we can render them by their updated at date. And let's see. UUIDs.map. And then let's go ahead and do a little sort. So we'll have A and B, and we will have A dot updated dot value of is greater than, I've actually got something that I'm going to want to put on my blog for this. I have my little node cheat sheet. And, okay. Ascending sort. So we want to go from 0 to newest. I think that, sure, that works. So we want to do A minus B. All right. Minus B dot updated dot value of. So we want to new date. New date. And we're going to return that. And let's see if we can open this up. It's going to go open up on the other window here. That's okay. I'll just bring it up over here. And all right, let's give this a new title. Some stuff we can delete. And let's go ahead and create another one. This is just great. Why is it sorting this way? Make another new post. Yeah, it's not sorting the way I was expecting, if I'm being honest. Say if not A dot updated or not B dot updated, then console.log A, console.log B. So these are posts, right? We're going to map render row. Ah, yes. So this is why this is not going to work. So we're going to take the UUIDs and map render row, but that isn't going to work because render row should not be what is grabbing them. Okay, cool. Render rows, render rows, render rows, render rows. Okay, render rows. We should do this. We don't need to do that. Okay, render row, render rows, and then, all right, where do we want UUIDs? Okay, so UUIDs dot map. We can map multiple things. It's okay to do that. And then we can sort, and then we can map again. Just be a big, happy, mappy family. Okay, let's try this out. Let's see. Oh, and it broke. Why is it breaking? We don't know. Let's open up one of these. Post is not defined. 284. Cool. 284. Post. Problem solved. Okay. This is just great. This is latest. Typing here. All right, so title, we're going to call this 1. And we're going to call this 2. And we're going to refresh. Okay, we're going to call this 3. And we're going to call this 4. And we're going to refresh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That seems right to me. And I think that that's okay that it doesn't update the list right away. Let's see what happens if I were to do this. Let's say I'm going to update this as 5, and I'll update this as 6, and then I'm going to click New. Okay. I think that's acceptable for now. Let's get rid of these console.logs then. Let's see what we got in the diffs. Looking good. All right, was there anything else that we wanted to do here? Ah, you know what? I do remember one other thing. Last mod. So we want title, and we also want utterances term will be slug. Let's see, where do we output the slugs? We got slugs. We output the slug there. Okay, cool. Yeah. Utterances term should be slug. Ooh. Ooh. You know, maybe. Yeah. Or title. Because the way the user experience of how utterances works, I think it actually should just be title. Think about that. And I don't actually need a UUID anymore because I'm using utterances and categories being web development. Take it or leave it. I think it needs some categories. Could just do this. Call that good for now. Yep, I think it's fine. All right, commit that. Let's see. Oh, now I've mixed things. I've crossed the streams. Darn it. Bug fix. Sort properly. No more BOGO sort. Plus update Hugo YAML. There we go. It's kind of a bug fix. All right. Well, with that, we have what we need, and it's time for me to go to bed. So, give one last check here. Do we have any comments? Oh, hello. Welcome. You joined at the tail end, but I would encourage you to go check out, it's linked in the description. It is the Beyond Code Bootcamp Bliss template. This part 15 here basically wraps up. This works now. You can click use this template. You can get a blog template. You go into, oops, so this actually needs to move, which is all right. So one other thing, yeah, let's go here. Let's go into, what is it? List template. I don't know what I called it. Blog template. Is this correct? Is this the place? Are we here? Yeah. All right. So let's move this from blog template now to Bliss template. All right. And then what do we want to do? Update the TPL. So that's a little bit much. So we could just call this repo probably. All right, and then a view blog. I think that's sufficient. Yeah, I think that's all right. That's all right, I guess. Okay. Troubleshooting. So we do need all right, so first we need enable GitHub pages. There we go. Oh no, that did not work as expected or desired. Let's try this. No comments. Optional. Let's see here. Let's do to disable comments. Comment out utterances star in config.yaml. All right, create your first post. And I'm wondering if there's a better way to do this. That seems about right, though. Okay. Just type BLI in the omnibar. BLI. Let's do this. KBD. Bum bum bum. KBD plus enter. And the omnibar. For new posts. Actually, this probably doesn't belong there. All right, new post. All right. Type BLI and in your browser's omnibar and hit enter. Yeah. Or visit directly. All right, 2. Click. All right, 2 is write your post And 3 is click KBD. Add to GitHub. And then and actually, I don't know if that's what it is. KBD. What is it when you do a new file, add file, create new file? What does it actually say? Commit new file. There we go. Commit new file. Is that exact? That is exact. Whoops. I flip-floppy dude the KBDs. All right. Paper. Do we have? There we go. Write your post. Let's see. We have a search magnifying glass. Sure. And then we got commit or fork or merge. Do we have anything that's kind of Git looky? Save. Floppy. There we go. Boom. Love it. Okay, I think that's a little bit better, maybe. Oh, let me see. We got anybody watching? No, it's 4 in the morning. People got stuff to do, like sleep. I see how it is. I see how it is. You lazy bones. I'm out here doing all the hard work. Oh, I need to go get some sleep. Got to prepare for tomorrow. Let's see. So what was I doing? See, I need sleep. I'll run a git diff to see what I was doing. That wasn't as helpful as I thought it would be. Oh, because I already had it. Okay, cool. Bless me. Alrighty. Cooly cooly. Docs, cleanup, readme.tpl.md. Another thing that would be nice is, let's see if I could say like new. I'll go to mvp.css because they got something kind of cool. I could say, what's this? What's this thing right here? Soup. I'm going to move this so I can see it better. Go away, you things that I don't want or need right now. There we go. So this is in the header. So that's cool enough, I guess. Add it as HTML. I think I can do that. Is there anything else here that looks super great? Okay. So let's try this out. We're going to go... Oh, not that one. What? Okay, let's just link. We're going to link. We're going to link. It's going to do up in the header. Got the nav. Let's put this in here. And let's say new. Want a blog in 30 seconds? Try out our template repo, our GitHub template. Plus actions. And github.com beyond code bootcamp / Bliss template. All right, let me take a look at that just here locally, see what I think. And I don't want those extra new lines there. Are there even extra new lines there? There are, but there's too many of them. And this should definitely have a, let's get rid of the, let's just get rid of that, and let's do target equals blank. Get rid of that, get rid of this, do it like that. Now it seems like it could deserve 2 BRs. Sure. Let's give it a go. I'm not convinced. How about like this? Better? Yeah, that looks looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Let's see, what else should... What was this one? Mark. Let's do it. Mark. Mark. Burp, burp, burp. And maybe just mark the whole thing, actually. Strong. And I kind of do actually just want to put the HTTPS in there because I feel like it looks a little lonely without it. Okay. And then, wait, why does this have a like a little linky do on it? How did it get the linky display inline block, a tag? No, 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 no. Cursor pointer. Li. How does it get the little? Well, what you do? Color, background. Whatever. Who cares? I kind of want to put a border around that. Is there something here that has a border around it? Is this a section? Is that a section and a side? Okay, let's just try this out real quick. I don't want to waste too much time on it because I need to get to bed. But what if instead of this being a p tag, we make it an aside tag? Not much. What if we put it in a section? Looks terrible. Looks quite terrible. Yeah, definitely don't want to do that. Let's see. Try our GitHub template plus actions. And that's a little too much. All right, I'm getting into the minutia. I'm just going to call it good. All right, this is feature, highlight, new template repo. All right, I'm going to post this in a couple places and go to bed. If you thought this was useful at all, give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in following as I do more live code and whatever, subscribe and hit the bell for personalized notifications. If you've got any comments, questions, feedback for me, you know what to do down in the comments below. And, hit up the doobly-doo to check out the related and unrelated links. With that, have the best night ever. Adios.